Hrithik Roshan is talking about it. Abhishek Bachchan is talking about it. So many. Atlee has loved the trailer as well.
Tamil and Telugu films being dubbed and remade in Hindi. But this importance is been given today. It's not that we have changed our format and we are making better films today. No.
Vikram, RRR, everything is doing very good all over India.
When we started this, we never expected this will go like worldwide.
When you go anywhere in the world and when you say India, the first thing that comes is probably Dharavi, which we saw in Slumdog Millionaire, or they think it's Bollywood songs, a Shah Rukh Khan.
We have with us Kathir, Sriya Reddy and Parthiban sir. Their series is coming up. It's called Suzhal, originally in Tamil but being dubbed in
Suzhal.
All right.
Suzhal.
So actually,
we'll start from there.
You actually roll your tongue.
Sural.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll the tongue, touch the palate.
No. Even our Tamil people know they can't say
Yeah,
this.
even I
They
can't
can't pronounce
say it.
it.
Yeah.
Right. So you're from Karnataka.
No, I'm from Tamil Nadu,
okay.
but my Tamil is pathetic and not as good as both of theirs. So even I had a problem initially.
Right. But Reddy's, I think generally they're from Andhra or
Yeah.
Telugu speaking?
Yeah. So most of people who were in Tamil Nadu moved to Andhra. Even the Telugu people who used to live in Tamil Nadu have moved to Andhra and vice versa.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
even the pure Tamil people can't pronounce out Suzhal.
Yeah. I couldn't pronounce
that
Right.
that is a speciality of Tamil.
Great. That's amazing. All right. So fascinating response to the promo so far. I think almost anyone and everyone is loving it. Does it make you guys extremely excited for the sort of...
Did you see the trailer?
I've seen the trailer.
What did you
I
think?
absolutely loved it. I was there in IFA.
Okay.
Yeah. So there as well. I think it's absolutely fascinating. It's absolutely... I love the camera work.
Okay.
I was asking about the location where
Brilliant.
that fall is taking place
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
mountain.
yeah.
I would love to know.
It's a quarry.
It's
like
Where is it?
it's like
It's in Chennai.
It's in Chennai.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's stunning actually.
Yeah.
Now it's
like-
been used as for storing water and all those.
but it's a stunning location.
Yeah, it is. The
Stunning
camera work
location.
has been top notch.
Right. So tell us like what sort of responses have you guys been getting? Hrithik Roshan is talking about it. Abhishek Bachchan is talking about it. So many. Atlee has loved the trailer as well. So it's a fascinating response so far.
Without more than the trailer, our show will speak more. That is what we are excited to know. We are excited to see how the response, seeing the series.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Shreya?
I think this is a first time for any original TV OTT show to have this much of traction.
Yeah, of course.
And more so being a show out of the South. Now you know the flavor of the South is the flavor of everybody. Everybody seems to be loving whatever comes out of the South. So I think this is the first time an OTT show has got this much of traction on a bigger platform. When I say this is the first global show going.
Right.
So this is Amazon's first show going out of India being global. So we have 250 countries and 30 languages. So yeah, that's never had, I mean Amazon doesn't have any other show that this is the first. So it's quite exciting.
No, you know, these are fascinating times. Like say, for example, first of all, we are having all these languages over here.
Yeah.
So first of all, that assimilation is beautiful. But right now, the way the situation is, not only in India but all across the world, it's like nationality agnostic, language agnostic. It's the content that really matters to people.
Exactly, and the content of our show is very rural. It is shot in an interior part of Tamil Nadu. So you can just about imagine that something so regional has a voice across the country, across the world hopefully, you know, because this is something that people want to see. When you go anywhere in the world and when you say India, the first thing that comes is probably Dharavi, which we saw in Slumdog Millionaire, or they think it's Bollywood songs, a Shah Rukh Khan, and you know, that's what people come to mind when you say India to them. But I think India is so diverse, it has so much more.
Of course.
You know?
Right.
So it's nice for what's happening right now.
So much culture to it, so much spiritual culture to it, and we also see there are so many festivals which is happening in India, which in
Rituals.
and in our series also, the festival which we are doing, we have not heard it before. So people who are watching it outside of India or all over the world, they'll be fascinated about the culture, the tone. It actually happens in India. It is not like a frictional thing, but then it happens. The festival happens in India.
Right. I think that's going to be really fascinating, and I think the world once they watch Sriya Reddy in this interview, they'll fall in love with her voice and the way her persona is. I think she's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Impressive voice that she has. All right, so now, so how do you respond to this? Like, you know, all these languages coming up, and we're talking about all these expressions of pan India these days, and it is so fascinating that as she's talking about the diversity part of it. Do you find it beautiful in a way, various languages, various cultures, and still coming together?
For me, this excitement is because we never expected this. That is the reason for this excitement. When we started this, we never expected this will go like worldwide.
Right.
So that is the basic excitement I got. And whatever we knew, see, when you go to a nursery school, the first day of nursery school, there is excitement. First day of high school, first day of college. I am in this industry for 32 years. I am a director, actor, producer, whatever. But this is my first series, web series.
Right.
When it goes like worldwide, it gives immense pleasure.
Right, and does it also tell you guys that I think it's all about the story at the end of the day. If a story is really unique and it is told well with nice production values, it can connect with anyone in the world.
Absolutely, because the content is the king. You cannot falter with that. And earlier I had mentioned that there's a team, the Amazon team, that has watched the show. They do not know the Tamil language. They've all watched the show with English subtitles, and they have been going gaga over it. In fact, we haven't watched it. We don't even know what to expect. But that is what I'm trying to say, that this language is something which today we're able to say it doesn't matter. If you asked me, or if I'd asked you 5 years ago, you'd have said, yes, it does matter. In fact, before this interview began, I asked you, and you said, yeah, I like to watch an original with the subtitles.
Right.
But if you'd asked any one of us 5 years ago, it would not have been the case. So simplest of stories can be told and can be heard across the world.
Right.
And I think Indian cinema has to be there. It's already getting there, you know, but we need to push.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, I agree with your response to the Amazon team, because I do many interviews, but so some of them they came up short while back that we've seen it, it's stunning. So I was a bit surprised with how excited
it's
they
just
are.
not like this. They're like,
And it will continue every time. Every time we are seeing them, the same excitement will be there, and they'll be speaking like this much. So
because that was a decision taken by them, saying that let's not keep it or shelter it to say that it is only a regional, and let's promote it as a regional show.
Right.
So they saw it, they came to a conclusion that, well, this story can be told and heard across boundaries. So that is when they came up with the idea, let's push for these number of countries, these number of languages.
Great. Okay, so Shreya is talking about regional part. So, you know, I'll just share one story. So I was at IFFI Goa, I think this year itself, and there was this press conference taking place where there was a film from Tamil Nadu, there was a film from Assam, basically borderland, and there was a film from Bengal. So 3 different languages, and they were talking about all those things. So I just asked the lady who was moderating, and she was from Tamil Nadu as well, and I asked her that, considering that Tamil films they do extraordinarily well as far as box office is concerned, and technically as well they're so brilliant, the sort of technical team that you have. So do you think that it's about time that we just move away from all these elements, that this is Tamil language film and this is Bengali or Punjabi, and just treat them at par with say Hindi or any other international language? So she said, first of all, we should stop calling them regional cinema.
Yeah, I would agree.
That is not really cool. What are your views on that?
I mean, it has already started. Like every film or every series, which is whatever the language it might be, it might be from India or other parts of the world. We are excited. We are excited to see what is the next season, when it is going to come, when it is going to get released. You know, Vikram, RRR, everything is doing very good all over India. So language is not a barrier for the art. So if the content and the experience what we are giving is good, then people are ready to watch it in any language.
Right. What are your views, sir?
No, I need that platform is very important. Even the language, whatever the language, the platform, no, which reaches the people, that is most important. In ancient days, in Puranas, there will be a magic mirror. In that magic mirror, we can see whatever the whole world, whatever happening in the whole world, we can see it through that mirror. Like that, there's Amazon Prime is like that magic mirror. So we are acting here, people are seeing in all over the world. I am telling that this platform is more important. Otherwise, we cannot cross this language barrier.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I'll have to add something here. The surge, this importance given to regional cinema has happened only now. Very sadly. It has happened only now because of the A number of pan-India films that has done well.
And it's also maybe like the budget constriction budget.
No,
thing
not
also,
really,
no?
because there's so many Tamil and Telugu films being dubbed and remade in Hindi. But this importance is been given today. It's not that we have changed our format and we are making better films today. No. We have had a Nayagan, we've had great Mani Ratnam films in the past.
Of course.
But the recognition and the respect and importance has been given today.
Right, and which is ironic.
Even before Nayagan, 60, 70 years back, there is a film called Chandralekha. Chandralekha, some 70 years back it was released, but it was released in all the languages. It was dubbed in all the languages.
So Rasool Pukati,
Yeah.
during a press conference, I had a conversation with him, and he said that it's not fair to say that it's only now that South films they're getting their due, because since many years they've been getting great box office. Even overseas they get a great start, and in terms of pull, considering that it is specific language, Telugu and Tamil, and still the sort of numbers that they do is phenomenal. So it has always been there. Maybe people are talking
But
about
today,
it now.
I mean, a
maybe.
common person who is a Hindi-speaking person would want to go and watch a Pushpa, and you know what I mean. I have friends in Bombay who they don't understand the language, but they've gone and watched the original Telugu. They don't know head or tail about the language.
Right.
But today, even everybody, maybe the audience was much niche, like maybe Rasool had said earlier, you know.
Right.
But today, everybody wants to go and watch one of these pan-India films or any film that coming from the South. I mean, I could be wrong, but this is my perception.
When you're making a web show, I think all of you guys, this is the first web show for
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, and you established names as far as movies are concerned. When we're making films for say cinema halls, there are certain constraints in a way, because you have to keep in mind various demographics, and because ultimately you have to sell tickets.
Yeah.
That is the bottom line in more ways, because it's a commercial medium. When you're making a web show where you don't have that pressure of that Friday or that weekend numbers, how liberating is that, and how much experimentation can you do with your characters and with the way your ideas are about content?
I think one thing great is there's no censorship. So which is great. So you have a bigger field to play with. But I think it's even more difficult than a movie, don't you think so?
No. Actually, for a movie, we need a breaking point. For the interval, we need a breaking point. As you said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what is the collection? This kind of, what is that?
Dynamics.
Pressure.
Now, when there is nothing like that, we'll get more liberation for the creator. We can create more liberally without keeping all this in this mind. We can do better creations. As a producer, I am very profitable now because I am doing a film. I am producing and acting and directing a film. It's called Shadow of the Night. It's the world's first non-linear single shot film. I'm going to release the film. Before that, this web series will be released on the 17th. So people will establish my face, my name, everything, no? So it will be a profitable. When I am releasing this film, people will already know my name. As a producer,
releasing it on a platform.
Yeah. So as a producer, it's a very profitable thing.
Okay, what are your views? Do you find liberating in a way?
After the release, I have a pressure on both, because what they are going to speak about the content what we have given, and when it comes to Sulil, we are taking it bigger. So the response from all over the world we are expecting and all this, but it is liberating when it comes to the Saturday, Sunday weekend collections.
But I think audiences are also getting more smarter and they want better, bigger, and you can't fool them anymore, you know.
Right.
So when doing a web series, you have to be up with your game,
Right.
you know, because they are expecting the best. If you don't deliver the best, they're not going to watch it, you know. So they've seen the various shows on various platforms,
Right.
and so they want something great. So I think it's more of a bigger headache than a movie, I feel.
Because the length of the series is like 6-7 hours, and we all wanted to watch them, binge watch them, because it has been shot like a film. There are like 7 intervals, 6 intervals. You will have to keep the high points everywhere. Each episode, when it ends, there should be a high. Then only there will be a thing to watch the next one.
I remember for Family Man, and especially Family Man 2, when it came out, people were taking a day off from their work to actually say, okay, you know, I'm going to clock in and I want to watch the show from this time to this time and I want to finish it. I remember a lot of people actually taking...
I was one. I
was definitely one.
I didn't binge watch it as well, yeah.
So I was planning like, okay, this is going to get released on this day.
Yeah, so I want to keep my day free and I want to just do it from start to finish.
I started from the same day itself. I finished it. I finished it. The food will be coming to the area where we are watching the show, the same, not getting up from there any time.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we should care about the whole world. No, this part of the world, will they like it? Will they like it? It's not like that.
Right.
The taste is universal.
Yes.
See, even a film released in a tent, normal theatre, the response will be the same all over the world. That is my knowledge, that's my understanding.
Connectivity of the characters in the series, then it is a more reach, and they like it more because they'll be connecting the characters to them. Sulil, all over the world, I'm sure everyone will connect. Even at least they would have heard about it. They would have seen it. The characters will get connected to them like super easily, and it will stay in their minds for long.
Right. Also, quite an interesting aspect is that this entire concept of stardom is being, in a way, redefined. Like I was at IFA recently, and when Pankaj Tripathi got the award, the sort of standing ovation he got, and the clapping went on and on and on.
I can just about imagine when we were at the Amazon event at Bombay, when they had that huge big event for the platform for all shows. When we came for the after party, and it was like, oh my God, hey, I know this. She was on that show. It was like, forget actors. Nobody would want to care about the actors. The actors we saw on OTT were like, people were like, oh my God, seeing a Manoj Bajpayee or Pankaj Tripathi or anybody, even a smaller actor, but who has acted really well in, say, in a Mirzapur or wherever, people were going gaga.
Absolutely. So my question to you is that it's not the age anymore. It's not how you look. It's not the trappings of what is considered to be a star. The way a star looks. Do you in a way find fascinating? It's the characters that have become famous, that have earned the respect, that have earned the traction, and that have entered the hearts and minds of millions and millions of people. Do you find it fascinating as an actor?
I don't know why you're asking me this. Because I am younger than him. This particular question is for you. Why are you asking me?
I'm going through, like, say, you know. Nothing to do that. Nothing.
See, Amitabh ji, whatever the film I see, from my age, my younger age, I see only Amitabh in the frame. Even 5-6 youngsters will be there in the frame, because I like his performance only, not his age. I am seeing him from almost 50-40 years.
Right.
So people will recognize only the talent, not the age. So that is my strength too. Even in this film,
Right.
Kadir is acting. She's a devil. Seriously, when it comes to
Are you telling from the heart or the series?
from the heart,
Oh, the heart.
from the heart, I'm telling you, devil. See, in between all these people, I am doing this character. I'm doing this character, and I'm getting a good name. See, whatever I do, I have to do it perfectly. So people will not see age. They are not seeing me for marrying me. Right?
But you will get full girl fans now. If a Pankaj Tripathi and actually most women like a Pankaj Tripathi or a Manoj Bajpayee or whoever,
Right.
you'll get new set of age
my
group fans.
my assistant, she's some 22 years old. She's a ardent fan of Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
Yeah.
She wanted to marry him. He got divorced also. No, now she's very ready to marry him.
Sir, there are so many options open now, sir. Japanese, from Japan,
No, I am in
from
front of us.
Spain.
But still,
Korea. Okay, and I think the technical aspects of this show look like really beautiful in terms of, I think, if you talk about the camera work and the lighting,
Music.
music as well. How crucial are these particular aspects for making a story what it finally becomes?
It is experience what we are giving, because if the music and the camera work gives the audience the experience to watch it, more than the content, and after the content it should also be the best. And in Sulal, everyone, even from the smallest part of the series, have tried to give in their best, because that is a positive thing which happened in our series. From the day one, whoever were involved in it, like on screen, off screen, everyone were like super closely emotionally connected to the series.
Right.
But I think that sets the tone. So even to tell a story, I think this has set the tone to tell the story. So it has definitely been top notch in cinematography.
Right.
And I think the makers were not wanting to compromise on that. So the music and the cinematography is definitely up there.
Definitely up there.
Yeah.
Okay, and one thing that we have noticed very consistently, the sort of respect that artists, technicians, they get down south, I think it's truly remarkable. They consider it as an art form, and they truly respect their technicians in a really wonderful manner. How important is that level of respect especially for behind the scenes people who make these stories come alive?
No, what is it? Behind the scene.
Yeah, so technicians
Mission.
down south, they applauded. We treat them really well, and we give them the platform. Be it best.
Not only
best
on
and
screen, off screen also,
yeah,
the people who are
cinematographers,
working
the
on
technicians.
Like even VFX guys, the sort of
Yeah.
acknowledgement
Yes.
that they
Yes.
give, it's remarkable, and they deserve it.
No, story we can write it on a paper, or a film or whatever. That cinematography, that is the language. That is the medium. So in this particular thing, I did almost 60 films acted. When I came to this web series, I thought this will be lesser than a film. They will take just like that 4-5 scenes a day, like that. But after the shooting started, then only I realized each and every frame, they took lot of time, effort, particularly the cinematographer. Then only I realized, generally my idea is, film, web series, whatever, we have to concentrate on the frame, each and every frame. Generally, when you take a passport size photograph, for a frame they will take at most half an hour. So when it comes to cinema, we have to take more time, more efficient people to express that. In this Suzhal, it happened. That is why we are talking here, we are talking about that.
Great. All right. So lovely talking to you guys.
Thank you so
Congratulations
much.
for the tremendous buzz. I believe that you guys will be traveling all across India, various cities. I think that should be fun.
Yes.
That should be very interesting.
We
So all
can't
the
wait
best.
for you to watch it.
Yeah.
No, I'm really looking forward. In fact, I would have loved to see the show and then talk to you guys.
Yeah.
I think it's always better and it's always more exciting.
We'll do one more after the show.
Ji,
Yeah.
bilkul, definitely. Definitely. Let's do that.
We have
Let's do
more
that.
things to reveal also.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so thank you very much and
Thank you so
congratulations.
very
All the best
Thank you.
wishes.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.